Operation 004.
Okay. It's time to bring the pain to Vision. She has been taunting us for far too long. And, she needs to suffer. Suffer a lot for everything that she has done to Blue. You can't get away with this stuff, you know. You can't hurt my wonderful ones and think you're gonna get away with it. Like, seriously. Anyway. Oh, look. It's another goddess. Yay!
The statue, she's beautiful.
Indeed.
I prefer a woman with a little more meat on her bones.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna touch that one.
Luca! Where are you? Say something!
Luca! Can you hear us? Answer me!
Oh, where is that kid?
This is the last place I expected to see you, Blondie. Are you here for a real woman, or your silly statue?
Show yourself!
I'm afraid you are not my type. The goddess, on the other hand.
This is seriously not good. I'll just hide here and let them take me to their leader. Luca?
I'll teach your goddess a lesson, my old flames.
Hurry, Alice. The Virgin Victory can't take this pressure for long.
Commencing emergency surface.
Engaging unlimited form!
Indeed. Let's do this. Vision, you're not getting away with this for much longer, girl. You're going to feel the pain. We are going to rescue Luca from the grasp of that, beast. Well, robot beast thing. And, we shall do it whilst being absolutely wonderful. Now, this section is maybe a little bit frustrating, because the gun tentacle things tend to stay a little bit out of range, which is really irritating. Because it's just like, come on, just stay a little bit closer, please. I mean, generally, I think what you're supposed to do is wait for them to do their attack, load up the fire, and then attack them. But I fail miserably at that. So, even though this isn't the main part of the boss fight, that there is another bit which is a lot more fun than this bit, I would say. Because, well, you've got a bit more going on. Also, I'm just doing miserably right now. It's like, come on, you ran into that. What is wrong with you? Like, seriously, past me. Are you going to do your laser attack? No, you've just decided you're just gonna stick with that on you for the rest of the fight. Okay, I will cope. I didn't realise that an enemy had glitched when I was playing it. Although I was wondering why it was still doing its laser glowy thing. How bizarre. there are a number of glitches in this game, which I don't think would have been there under normal circumstances, but I think because this game was ever so slightly rushed at the end, things like that fell through the cracks. And when I say it was rushed at the end, I don't mean by Nintendo. Basically, because I believe in the Iwata asks Hideki Kamiya and people at Platinum, basically said that about a month or 3 before the game was due to launch, Hideki Kamiya decided it would be a great idea to implement the multi-unite morph thing without warning any of the higher-ups, because he wasn't sure they would let him do it, and that meant that then the end few months were quite a rush, because Nintendo kind of already said at that point that it was coming out when it was. So yeah, you can thank Hideki Kamiya's slightly blasé attitude to game design for some of the flaws in this game, because he likes to do things properly, but doesn't always like dealing with higher-ups about things. I mean, I'd say some instances in Bayonetta, obviously his influence is absolutely brilliant, because if he didn't put his foot down with the glasses, Bayonetta wouldn't have had glasses because of what higher-ups said. However, the thing is that basically all he needed to do was just ask, and Nintendo pretty much would have said, yeah, we'll give you a bit more time to just iron the last few things out, that's fine. But nah. Hideki Kamiya is just too awesome for that. But yes, should probably get onto the fact of this phase of the boss. As you can probably tell by all the different tentacles, each has got its own kind of counter. So that thing's counter is the sword, the big mace ball is the whip, and so on and so forth. I'd say the only one that, well, a lot of it can be dealt with the sword, because the gunk one kind of gets cleared away by the sword. You really probably should use the hammer when the gun one shoots, but I tend to just use Unite Sword throughout the majority of this fight. It kind of seems fitting, almost, that blue should be the one to get the most damage on this cake face, as Pink so elegantly put it. Now, these rocks that appear on the thing, you can throw them back at Vision, and to be perfectly honest, you are going to want to, because it causes extra damage, and puts you closer to getting that Heave-Ho achievement, which is always a positive. Now, I will say that this fight does end up being rather slow. I mean, it's very short and very easy in comparison to the previous bosses. But you end up waiting quite a lot, because you can't really do anything to attack the tentacles if the tentacles are not in your vicinity. Which is frustrating, but that's all you can do, really. Another funny thing is that this isn't the first octopus/kraken enemy that Platinum Games have ever created, because there is a kraken in Anarchy Reigns, which appears and you get to destroy with by a variety of means depending on the story that you go with. I think one basically requires you to shove a missile at it, and the other requires you to put it through a grinder, basically. Because always need to be kind of excessive when you destroy these sort of sea beasts. But you can probably see by this point what I mean by the fight. It's a bit slow, but it's also very easy. And I say, after the lengthy fight that was against Wanna, this is quite nice and refreshing. And also because the next boss fight is challenging somewhat. It's very, very different, let's put it that way. And for its differences, well, because of its differences, it makes it more of a challenge than would perhaps be normal for the game if it stuck with the same gameplay style throughout. But thankfully we are very, very, very nearly there. We've just got to take down these last two tentacles and then we will be done. Now once again, doing the whole circling thing on Virgin Victory will heal it. I mean, I think it does kind of have the same thing that the tower did, but it's certainly nowhere near as noticeable. Like, I honestly don't even tend to realise that Virgin Victory has a health bar, because you just constantly unite morphing on it. So, I mean, you're kind of constantly healing it. But take that, Odaku, or Odako, I can't quite remember what it was called anymore. It's a reasonably forgettable name, really. Either way, let's grab Luca and bring the pain to Vision.
Luca, come over here. Let me go. Enough. Just get over here.
Luca, if you want to blow up with the alien robot, you can do, but I'd rather not that be the case, because, you know, I'd rather not let a kid die in my sight, if that's possible. Thank you very much.
Stupid insects! It's time for your extermination!
Team, unite up!
And here we begin our last phase. This bit is really, really, really easy. Basically just open up the thing and unleash absolute hellfire and fury onto the core. Literally, Odaku does not stand a chance. Like, you can just cause so much damage so quickly and get such a high combo ranking as well. Like, seriously, I have so much fun on this bit, it's great. I mean, just look at that combo ranking. It's beautiful. Now, I kind of missed that attack, but it didn't actually do any damage to me, so I'm fine that I missed it. And with that, the boss fight's over. Let's bring it, Wonder White. Unite Claw away, bud.
You will not get away with this! You unattractive vermin!
Not gonna happen.
Don't, Blue! It's suicide!
Unite sword!
Oh, Blue, why do you do these things to us, bud? Like, seriously. You see? That's what happens when you try to be a hero on your own, you silly fool.
That's why you never send a boy to do a team's job! So long, little boy Blue!
Wait!
Blue, why would you do that?
Because I do what I gotta do. I'll make her pay, even if the price is my life.
Luca, you have got some questions to answer for too, young man. Why did you run off like that? I do not know what you were thinking, but do not ever do something like that again. Because I do what I gotta do.
Oh, Blue, such a terrible role model. I guarantee you are a parent's least favorite wonderful one.
You're everyone's least favorite wonderful one.
Wonderful 100, we've got pressing business. Return to the ship immediately. Of course, a cup of tea and a hot shower await you all.
Roger. Team, returning to the bridge!
Has there been anything on this mission that was not pressing business?
You know, I feel like I could really do with a cup of tea as well right now.
Operation 004 complete. Flight path clear. Virgin Victory departing.
Yes, it's another operation complete. And, looks like Immorta's still on our tail. I wonder what her game is. Oh well, I'm sure we will find out somewhat shortly. But there's another bottle cap, Undersea Assassin. And I got a gold. I am also okay with this, because once again, it's only the damage that's pulling me down, and I am terrible at not taking damage in this game, so that's fine by me.
Join the Geathjerk.
So, Operation 004 is complete. It's time to take on Operation 005. And I believe we're probably going to meet our final wonderful one, which is going to be awesome.